Cyber investigators, we told, are still hard at work this lunchtime after the City of Johannesburg website was hacked. In an online statement, it was posted in the early hours of this morning. The city says it detected what it terms a network breach, resulting in unauthorized access to its information system. This has forced it to shut down its website and e-services as a security measure. That shutdown continues. Consumers seeking assistance have been urged to make use of the city call centre or the customer services centre. Business Day Online reporting that a group called Shadow Kill Hackers is demanding a ransom in Bitcoin. It also says the group has allegedly threatened to upload all hijacked data by the 28th of October. We understand that the investigation is expected to last at least 24 hours and is well underway. Well, for the latest on the story, we're joined on the line now by Ntatisi Modangwani, who speaks for the City of Johannesburg. Mr. Modangwani, good afternoon to you. Do you have a clearer idea as to what happened?
Good afternoon, Jeremy, and good afternoon to the viewers. What we can decipher for now is that there was an attempted cyber attack, which was detected earlier enough to be able to protect the critical information of the City of Johannesburg. According to the team that is working here, that has been working around the clock, is that this attack was detected while at the user level, not having impacted the applications themselves. So the decision was to shut down the entire system, shut down the city to the outside world so that nothing comes in, nothing goes out, and then we deal with the remedial work so that when we restore the system, we are able to be sure that the data has not been compromised.
Can you give us then an unequivocal guarantee at this point that no data has been stolen?
At the moment, the initial steps, because this work is still ongoing, and we will be getting update on a four-hourly basis. The information that we got as of an hour ago is that there is no data that has been compromised.
You'll acknowledge that you're causing huge inconvenience to thousands of Johannesburgers.
Yes, hence we issued a statement promptly to say we apologize for the inconvenience, and we're doing everything in our power to try and restore some of the critical functionalities so that people can be able to transact with the city.
Let me suggest to you, Mr. Modangwani, that the City of Johannesburg has a real problem in this regard. It comes just 3 months, if memory serves me correctly, after many people in the city were left freezing. They were left in the cold, not able to buy electricity because the city power website was hit by a virus. Why are your systems so vulnerable?
No, we suspect that this is a clear and well-planned attempt by hackers to all the time try to hack or attack the systems of the city. And the city is doing everything in its power to try and jack up its security functionalities and systems so that we are able to detect these things earlier. Following the attack on city power, which lasted several days, we started to upgrade and reinforce security systems. Hence, we were able to come up with this early detection of this new attempt. And we anticipate that with the team that we have assembled, we should be able to, within this weekend, have restored the majority of the applications.
But the reason why you're being attacked is that the hackers are surely sensing vulnerability here because the right systems aren't in place.
That question, I think, would be answered once this work of going through the entire system has been finalized, and I would not be wanting to speculate and say our systems are not up to scratch entirely. We might have some loopholes that we need to tighten, But I'm confident with the team that we have that we will be able to find answers and be able to report to the people of Johannesburg exactly what transpired and what are we putting in place to ensure that these things don't recur as often as it's seen in recent times.
Which leads me to my next question. We've got this group called Shadow Kill Hackers that acted today. We've just spoken about the City Power website that was hit by a virus. How often in the past, apart from these two incidents, have your systems been attacked?
This group, because there's been speculations about the ransom and all those things. What we did, because we don't have anything official from the head of IT, from the team in the IT department, we've roped in the services of the Group Forensic Services, Investigation Services in the city of Johannesburg, under the leadership of General Shadrach Sibi, to help us to get to the bottom of these issues, to say who are these people and exactly what is the motive, so that we are able to understand some of these issues that relate to the city being targeted.
Mr. Modongwane, I think you might have misunderstood my question. What I said to you, aside from the City Power virus and this latest issue, how often in the past have Johannesburg systems been attacked, or are these the only two?
No, I wouldn't recall any attack in the last 12 months besides the two that you're mentioning. I would have to go back to the IT team and check the records to see if we've had other major attacks in previous years.
All right, I just want to ask you one other question then. Are you able to confirm for us that the organization, Shadow Hackers, demanded a ransom from you in Bitcoin? And if so, how did they make contact with you?
That cannot be confirmed. Hence, it's been investigated by the Group for an Investigation. That we've read about it. We've heard it. We saw it on social media. We've discussed with the head of IT, and there is no confirmation on our side that there was.
But that is in complete contradiction to a statement earlier from the city of Johannesburg, who says, and I quote, "People who hacked our system and demanded a ransom won't get a cent." Now you're saying to me you can't confirm whether a ransom was demanded or not. Which is it?
The update now is that the head of IT has confirmed that there is no written demand for a ransom. So hence we've roped in, because there was a report that came from some of the people that says they've seen a message talking about the ransom and so forth. But we've been trying to ascertain and really close that gap. Hence, we've roped in the experts to look at these issues of ransom, because there are other people that were saying their lives had been threatened. And that as well is a speculative issue that needs to be investigated thoroughly. So we don't want to create panic and say there are these people doing this, it's a gang or whatever. We want specialists to go through all those allegations and speculations and really come up with a report that tells us, are we dealing with a gang, are we dealing with a group, are we dealing with an individual, so that we are able to go back to the residents of Johannesburg to tell them what is it that we're dealing with and what interventions are we putting in place.
All right, we look forward to your next update. Speaking for the city of Johannesburg, and Tatisi Modongwane, thank you very much indeed. Former Bafana